Looks like he is opening the front foot quite a bit at contact, which is causing the front hip to open up. My guess is he pulls a lot of things and struggles with the outside pitch. The other thing that I'm noticing a little bit is that the hands are dropping. First movement with the hands is down and then through. Quick hands, quick bat, but could be quicker if he could go straight through. So I think the thing with him is that we want to close him front foot and get the hands quickly. Swing. A little bit on his heels. Needs to be a little bit more balls at his feet at the start, which will help with his pivot. You can see he opened his front foot a little bit as well. The thing with him that I've noticed is that sometimes the shoulders get to be too tight, and almost like he needs to relax his shoulders so he can swing more fluently through the ball. But again, very quick hands, pretty good overall compact. At times the front shoulder is too high. Needs to lower the front shoulder and get a downward plane to the ball. First thing that I see with him is that the front foot is not landing in time in order to give him a good balanced base as he starts to swing, which oftentimes results in over-rotation on the backside and the front foot flying open. So if we could get the front foot down quicker and a good base, I think that would help him. The other thing that I see is he's got a waggle with the bat as he gets ready to load, which means he could get caught with that bat head down when he starts to swing, which is going to result in not a very quick swing. So by maintaining the bat head up and being more quiet, that will help with that. One of the things I see with him is that oftentimes at contact, his front leg is still bent, which is allowing him to slide forward. If we could get the foot down and then as we pivot, lock the front leg so that he also can't open up, he's going to generate a lot more power and get a better backside drive. The hands are pretty good, pretty quick to the ball, but I think the lower half is where we need to focus on him, getting him to pivot more. He's oftentimes pivoting as a result of swinging and not pivoting to swing. You can see that one with the front foot open and the knee going. Very good compact swing. Looks like we could get a little bit more off the hips and the backside pivot. At times he's not all the way through with his pivot at contact. Sometimes he is, but not consistently. A little bit leaned at contact, leaned it forward, but overall pretty short compact swing. Hands are very good. Front shoulder looks a little bit tense and tight and tucked in too much. If he could settle that a little bit, he might be quicker to the ball. Streaming a lot of power. A little bit long to the ball, and he cuts his swing off a little bit, which I think may be the result of the top hand doing too much and pulling through. He needs to think about extending through the ball and through the pitcher. Otherwise he's going to end up pulling a lot of balls and cutting across. You can see again the top hand is too much in control. Maybe a kid to check on the grip or even use that little bat aid thing that pushes it out. You can also see the hands drop a little bit. But again, unlimited amount of power if he can get a swing quicker to the zone. Seems like he's trapping his hands behind his body, having a hard time finishing the swing because of that. Needs to finish and follow through. You can see his top hand is too dominant. Not too much hand movement at the beginning, and he tends to open up a lot too. The main issue is with the hands, going down too far and then swinging without finishing. Looks pretty good. Looks like he might be opening the front foot just a little more than I'd like. You can see that opening up, not bad. The bat is wrapping behind his head just slightly, but again, pretty good and compact overall. Maybe a little bit too much front side opening up. Good balance throughout. Good. Maybe front shoulder might be a little high. Maybe you could tilt down a little bit, but good swing overall. Pretty good overall swing. Looks like you might be opening the front foot a little bit at contact. Not quite pivoting all the way through. Yeah, and on that one he didn't pivot hardly at all. Needs to drive better at the backside, and by closing the front foot, that'll help. Main issue looks like with lower half. Upper half is pretty good. I think he's starting his hands too far back and up, so that when he does load, he's almost arm barring completely with the left arm. And that also is making the bat wrap and have a long way to travel. Lower half is pretty good overall. Maybe could be a little bit more closed at contact. But it looks like the main issues is with the upper half. Blake's biggest issue has always been drifting forward and then stepping in too far. We've got to step on a level plane with the back foot and try to avoid the leaking forward. He hits the ball very hard, but you can see the hips and everything just slide forward so far. That's his biggest issue. Everything else is really pretty good.